I noticed that there's about 4 different programs on the list of how to start a new practice in hypnotism. And I thought that was interesting. And I might also share, the reason I gave you a handout is because it won't be on your CD that you received, because this wasn't a planned one. When I looked at the schedule a couple of months ago, I said, Larry Garrett, how to start a practice. I didn't submit that. Well, but I guess somebody in the guild submitted it. And it must mean that because I understand we have 25 people who graduated this conference, so that's exciting. How many of you graduated this conference? Well, then I guess you graduated before, but I did hear that. And I'm here not to tell you how to start a practice for you, but I'm here to share with you how I have started my practice and how I've continued it. This year is my 38th year in private practice doing hypnosis. And in 38 years, what I've learned is that if I just do what I do best, I'll always have business. So, of course, your needs, I assume, your desires are to initiate a private practice where maybe you could earn a living doing hypnosis. That's pretty exciting to think of that. I might share with you maybe a little story how I started, how I have achieved 38 years, and I might share with you a very profound statement that you might not hear often, and that is I've never advertised. I have never attempted to solicit business. I've never hung a sign up to say, come and see me and I'll get you to quit smoking. And I've never run an ad in the paper or any other place. I have just been there. And if you're just there, things just begin to happen. Things just start happening. We were speaking yesterday to a topic on learning to listen to what people aren't saying. And how many of you were in that topic yesterday? Well, thank you for returning. Good. And so there's a lot of power in hearing that, of what people are saying. And by hearing that, you'll have that person continually coming to see you as a client, and you will also have that person do all of the advertising you will ever need. I might share with you again how I initiated this. When I started hypnosis, I actually trained in 1968, and then, here's a couple of you here a couple of years. How many of you are doing hypnosis over a year, over 1 year? Good, okay. So here you are over a year doing hypnosis. Okay, now what? And you fall in love with hypnosis. It's almost like there's this infatuation with a communication skill that you've never had before, and that communication skill is to teach people how to feel good about life, how to have everything they want, how to reach the desires of achieving goals or feeling good about themselves. How exciting that fantasy might be, or is that fantasy really a reality? So in 1970, I had a different profession at that time. Some people always are curious, well, what did you do before hypnosis? I used to reweave Oriental rugs, and I would sit on the floor, and I'd have this rug laying on my lap, and there'd be a little cigarette burn, and I would spend an hour pulling yarns through maybe 200 yarns per square inch. So you can imagine putting 200 yarns inside of a square inch, how neurotic you would become. Well, at that time, I was pretty neurotic. I had a lot of anxiety issues. I had severe bleeding ulcers. I had cluster headaches daily, smoked a lot, had little nervous tremors, and I used to stutter whenever there was more than 2 or 3 people in a room. Now I could have 4 or 5 people before I stutter. But the real issue is that I had all this nervous anxiety inside, and I didn't understand why, and some guy hypnotized me. Some of you might hear the name occasionally around the guild, Fred Schabel. Well, Fred Schabel was my original instructor, and so he hypnotized me, and I sat there with a feeling of something's wrong.